How do testimonies prove command responsibility in IHL? Imagine trying to piece together what really happened during a conflict. Testimonies are like pieces of a puzzle that help us see the full picture. When it comes to proving command responsibility in international humanitarian law, or IHL, witness statements are vital. They help establish who was in charge, what they knew, and whether they failed to act. Command responsibility is about holding leaders accountable for crimes committed by their forces if they knew or should have known about the violations and did nothing to stop them. This principle is rooted in the Geneva Conventions and the laws of armed conflict, aiming to protect civilians and ensure discipline among armed forces. Testimonies can confirm who held command during specific incidents. For example, a soldier might tell how they reported abuses to their superior. Such details help prove the chain of command. They show who was responsible and whether the commander had control over the troops involved. Knowing who was in charge is key to establishing the legal relationship needed for command responsibility. Another important aspect is whether the commander knew or should have known about the crimes. Witnesses, like fellow soldiers or civilians, can describe seeing or hearing about violations. For instance, a civilian might say they saw the commander present during an attack or heard orders that led to abuses. These accounts help demonstrate that the commander was aware of what was happening. If the commander knew or should have known, but did not take action, that can be enough to establish liability. Testimonies also reveal whether the commander failed to prevent or punish crimes. If a witness reports that no investigations or disciplinary actions were taken despite knowledge of violations, it shows neglect. For example, a soldier might testify that they reported misconduct, but no measures were taken. This inaction can be seen as a breach of duty under IHL. Testimonies are often used alongside other evidence like orders, documents, or forensic reports. For example, a written order might show the command's involvement, but witness statements can confirm how that order was carried out on the ground. Combining these pieces creates a strong case. In real court cases, such as those before international tribunals, testimonies have been key to convicting commanders. Witness accounts have shown that leaders failed to control their forces, leading to atrocities. Survivor and insider testimonies continue to be essential tools for holding those in command accountable. In summary, testimonies help prove command responsibility by establishing who was in charge, what they knew, and whether they failed to act. They support the legal process by providing firsthand accounts that, when combined with other evidence, can show a commander's failure to prevent or punish crimes. This process helps enforce accountability and upholds the core goal of international humanitarian law, protecting civilians and ensuring justice during times of war.